As Pride Month is celebrated across the country, one place that is more important now than ever to recognize inclusion is at work. I recently spoke with Dima Gawi, a diversity, equity, and inclusion expert, and she's the author of Breaking Vases, about why it is important to celebrate pride at work and build a safe environment for all. All right, we are talking about celebrating pride in the workplace. What have you seen in terms of those that are comfortable in the workplace or how it is really honored?
Yeah, so there's a lot of organizations that are opening up right now and celebrating their employees and celebrating the LGBTQ community and wanna show their support. So there's so many different things that they're doing, whether it is sponsoring part of a pride parade, encouraging their team to attend them, also supporting local LGBTQ plus business owners. So there's just so many wonderful things that all of us we can do, whether it's organizations or individuals, to celebrate this important month.
Why is this so important? How does that help the LGBTQ community?
Yeah, this is important because there's a lot of misunderstanding and fear out there. So the more we get to talk about it, the more we increase awareness, it helps. It helps to reduce the discrimination and the abuse that a lot of individuals are experiencing and have been experiencing for a long, long time. There's a lot of research that shows about 25% of the LGBTQ plus community members, they face discrimination, and half of them they feel that it's affecting how they're performing at work.
And I can see that leading to feelings of isolation and just that added stress on top of not being able to share your true self.
So imagine if we open a space for people to share their stories, their experiences, their pains and their joys, how much this would bring the organization even together and to be more stronger. Because it's difficult not to love someone when we learn about their stories. And there's so many wonderful stories out there that we need to learn about.
Dima, as a consultant, what is your experience working with executives when it comes to the LGBTQ community?
It goes in a spectrum. There are certain executives that are very supportive and they want to ensure that they're creating a healthy and safe work environment for everybody. While others, they have so much resistance. They're okay to talk about advancement of women in leadership. They're okay to hire more individuals of color. But once I bring up LGBTQ plus, I can see it in their eyes. Their eyes freeze and they automatically start talking to me about their faith and how their faith does not support this and how they're concerned about their clients and how their clients are going to perceive this. So there's so much resistance to it. What they don't realize that their employees are going to come to work and truly not be themselves. There's a lot of research that looks into the statistics. So about 4.5% of the US population, they're openly, they belong to the LGBTQ plus, so 4.5. But based on a lot of research, they found that this percentage should be about 8 to 11%. So in some cases, it's double. And we have a lot of people are not comfortable. The good news out of all of this is the generation, the new generation, the millennials are so much more accepting, and not just the millennials, Gen Z as well. So this is anybody younger than 38. They're very accepting. And as a result, we're realizing that the percentage of individuals coming out, they doubled in these generations compared to the one before. And that is very positive. So we just need to keep in our mind, regardless if we're individuals, executives, organizations, that this is a process. What requires from all of us is to be curious, to be courageous, and to be committed. Curious about learning about ourselves and others, their stories, their experiences, to be courageous by being an ally and speaking on their behalf if they are discriminated against and they're being silenced, and committed. It's not a one-time thing. It's not a 1 month where you celebrate. It is commitment for the rest of our lives.
And also the pride flag. Do you know what the colors of the pride flag stand for? Well, red is life, orange represents healing, yellow represents sunlight, green represents nature, indigo represents harmony, and violet is spirit. In 2018, this flag was redesigned by Daniel Quasar to include the brown and black stripes for people of color and those that we have lost from AIDS. And the white, pink, and blue stripes represent the transgender community.